What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So with the market going down quite a bit again today, we saw it up to a $1.09 trillion market cap with some great news, right? And then all of a sudden, now we're seeing the market drop. And then we see the market drop even more. And, I talked about how it was crashing this morning and people were like, or some person was like, why would you define this as a crash? I'm like, the market is down by 4 or 5%. I would define that as a crash. If you were doing this in the stock market, 7% or something like that, they would have stopped trading. Like that's how bad the overall market looked, and when you see everything in the market and some altcoins that are falling a lot more than that, it's just not something that I like to look at and say, yeah, the market looks absolutely fantastic. I look at it as an opportunity. Don't get me wrong. I see the opportunity. I'm like, this would be great if I can invest into this project and, end up making a decent amount of money off of the turnaround, right? But we're not here to talk about all of that. What we're here to talk about is Terra Luna Classic. I've mentioned this in a bunch of different videos that I feel like the community is not on point. The community is not on the same path. We've seen the community say, hey, we need to focus on burns. Okay, well, you know what? Scratch that. We need to lower the burn tax and then we'll focus there and see if we see more burn support. Well, you know what? We need to scratch that and we'll go ahead and focus on utility. Well, we need to scratch that and we'll go ahead and focus on the repeg while also still focusing on utility. You know what? Scratch that. Just focus on the repeg and then scratch that. We'll focus on another version of the repeg. And then now we have, actually before that, we had people that were mentioning that we probably should do a reverse split. Then that came off the table because, people like me said that we need to focus on the burns first. If we can decrease the burns, then every investor is happy and you don't have to worry about people getting upset with losing the overall value. Then we got to all of those other points. And now I'm back to this is kind of that last resort type of thing. And the reverse split makes sense to me. While it doesn't provide a guaranteed price increase and you may see a price decrease because of the fact that you're decreasing the amount of supply, but not by keeping everybody's balance the same or everybody's coins the same. You're also decreasing their coins by that amount. So if it's a 100 to 1 reverse split, then you're going to see that your position loses 2 zeros as well. And a lot of people are not fans with that. I'm a big fan with it. It's not a guaranteed price increase, but it also gives you an opportunity to buy at an insanely low price and then skyrocket back up to hundreds of millions of dollars or even billions of dollars worth of a market cap, meaning you'll end up gaining a lot in the end, just not as much as you would have. Now, some people have also said that 10,000 to 1 might be a better option. Why not go hard or go home? Well, there's a happy medium, right? Where you do nothing and then you could possibly have a chance to get to millions of dollars when it does get to $1, but it's also giving you a lower chance for it to get to $1 while having, maybe the middle where it's 100 to 1 and having that chance to get to $1 at a $58 billion market cap, only taking away 2 zeros from you. But if you end up doing 10,000, you're taking away 4 zeros from you. And that's an even worse opportunity in the end because you're basically taking away all of that dilution that ended up happening and everybody that bought during that dilution, if that makes sense. While also understanding that people will react before the split actually happens and sell off a heavy amount, seeing it at like a $1,000 market cap, because that's when something can truly die, when it's overly attacked like that. Something like what happened with SafeMoon. For the volume, it doesn't make sense for what they did by doing a migration in a way, or a forced migration. So I wanted to talk to you about Terra Luna Classic and the movement that we're seeing today, because I wanted to kind of back off of the reverse split and not even really talk about that, even though we kind of mentioned it for the last 4 minutes and 37 seconds. But Terra Luna Classic currently is standing at a level of 0.0000656, down about 2%. The market is down by another 2%, down to a $1.03 trillion market cap. Now, this brought up a lot of conversations saying whether we're going to see Terra Luna Classic actually gain another zero before it loses another zero. And that's very, very interesting, because as we see, the position, it continually drops, and more people that are kind of getting impatient and saying, look, should I just cut where I'm at? Like, for me, it's a gain either way. I spent $43 and already gained $4,800 of realized gain, and I still have $6,000 left in there. So if it drops, yes, it will drop, but either way, I'm gaining something out of the deal. Other people, it's not the same way, right? They bought maybe at 3 zeros and a 3, or 3 zeros and a 2, or 3 zeros and a 1, or 3 zeros and a 6. You bought at higher levels, meaning that you may not have the same benefits that I do, as I bought in insanely low. So honestly, 5 zeros would give people an opportunity. Getting to 0.000009, kind of where Shiba Inu is, it gives you a better opportunity to buy in very, very low, or also burn very, very low with certain businesses and certain revenues that are happening there. So we see it at 0.00006, down about 2%. Volume is also looking low. That's down 12% at $13.5 million. You remember we used to see $1 billion worth of volume. We used to see multiple billions of dollars worth of volume, consistently hundreds of millions of dollars worth of volume. And now we're seeing tens of millions of dollars worth of volume, because one, the market is not really at a time to where everybody's going to invest, and two, people are getting impatient with everything that Terra Luna Classic community is doing and voting on and pushing through. We can't agree on anything. We can't, like I said in the beginning of this video, we couldn't agree on burns, the burn tax. We couldn't agree on utility. We couldn't agree on whether we see a reverse split. We couldn't agree on the repeg. We've been talking about a repeg for how long now? We had something established. We had a vote that went in. That vote didn't get enough votes, and now we have another vote that I believe is like close to, or if not passing. But we can't even agree on all that stuff for the first try, and then even to agree on who we put in place. And, we just argue back and forth, and we don't know what path to take. And it's honestly tiring. So seeing that, maybe it's getting people basically saying, look, I'm just done completely. I'm completely done. And we have, influencers that are saying, I'm completely done. We have bigger investors that are saying, I'm done. I'm going to put money into other things because I don't see any success within Terra Luna Classic. Now, I honestly still see the community that supports it by holding it, but I don't know if I necessarily see the decision-making aspect of it a more of a support than, just, something that's kind of a downfall, right? So honestly, we're talking about whether something will get to 0.000009 before it gets to 0.0009. It's definitely a tricky situation, right? Whether the market continues on this route, and if it is, then how long are we going to be able, or are we going to put up with failure within the community? I've been kind of attacked quite a bit in this community, saying that, hey, Matt is stupid for saying that we should focus on burns when the whole idea was to recover the chain. They're saying Matt is stupid for not focusing on utility when it seems like everybody in utility is trying to take advantage of the community and the amount of investors, the amount of holders, the amount of believers within the position. And now, it's stupidity talking to exchanges or trying to talk to exchanges. It's stupidity trying to do a reverse split. Everything that I do here is technically stupidity, but then ends up people come back and they go, well, maybe Matt was right here. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm not a decision maker. I just put out information and I hope that people run with it. I can't change anything. I'm not a validator. And maybe people would have staked with me if I was, but I don't know, right? I don't want that conflict of interest. I really don't. And the amount of time that I have to spend towards doing that, and I don't even have the time to do the videos that I have to do. So, anyways, yeah, I think there could be a possibility where we see it come back, and then it could create a larger opportunity for people to buy and hold more Terra Luna Classic. But We will see how all of this plays out. Let me know what your opinion is. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.